Okay, I think I left off explaining that I got the lower thermostat housing on, along with the sensors, and the bolts were torqued down. Not much else to say. I did get that one heater hose attached, new. And now I'm putting the upper thermostat housing on, and I've discovered it's a lot easier if you dry fit all the hoses to make sure you get the clamps in the right position so they're not reversed or backwards, so you have a hard time getting to them. And also just, of course, make sure everything lines up the way it should and that nothing else is interfering, and to make sure that everything's going back in the normal, well, the same way you took it off. So that's what I've done. Got the hoses on there. I'm leaving this one unclamped because when I put the thermostat upper housing on, I want it to be able to slightly move, and I got some strange little bug on me. Anyway, I want it to be able to flex and move as I torque it down. I don't want the hose to make it too stiff. And of course I'm going to put some high tack on the top of the upper housing. There's an O-ring that goes in there also, and then I'll put the fiber gasket on, and then I'll put the actual housing itself on and torque it down. I don't know the torque specs yet. The bottom was about 8 foot-pounds, so I might just do the same to the top or tighten it until it feels like it's tight. We'll see. Okay, a bit of a problem. I was attaching the thermostat housing, had everything in position, was looking good. I was tightening up the bolts, and they all reached a point where they just did not want to go further without significant effort. Of course, I didn't want to crack off the tangs where the bolts go through, so had to pull them all back out and then try to figure out what was going on. All I can figure out was I had wire brushed them and then put Loctite on them, but I have a feeling the wire brush didn't clean them out enough. These are the old bolts that I had in the thermostat housing, in the upper thermostat housing, and I was just going to reuse them. But I think they were they had too much corrosion on them, so I just cleaned the threads up with a 6mm, I think it's a 1-pitch die, and came out looking a lot cleaner. And I just ran this one through here, and it went in a heck of a lot easier. Went all the way in, bottom out. So if you get to the point you're reusing an old bolt and on a new part, and it's just not wanting to go in without some pretty good effort, don't force it. Take it back out, do an extra cleaning job, and you should be good to go.